I don't change my views according to the audience. These are my views, these are my approach. I say the same thing in churches like in synagogues.
And what reaction do you get from them?
Usually supportive, because when they see the facts, when they see the real issues in the Middle East, they understand it, just like Jews, no different than others.
Many people in the United Kingdom, non-Jewish people, think that Israel is an apartheid state. How do you respond to that?
Well, if you check the reality about Israel, you see that not even one characteristic of the apartheid in South Africa of those years appears in Israel. In Israel, we don't have separate hospitals for Jews and Arabs. We don't have separate buses. We don't have separate neighborhoods. Any Arab can buy an apartment wherever he likes. We don't even, there are Jews who are married to Arabs, men and women. It's not forbidden by the law. There is not even one law which goes according to the apartheid laws in South Africa. So it's more of a legend.
The thing is, according to Western media, Israel is the oppressor.
Look, what can we say? They can say the freedom of speech is kept very well in the West. They can say whatever they like. Maybe they are motivated by anti-Semitism. Maybe they are motivated by other things. I have no idea. But look at even the Palestinians in the Palestinian Authority. During the last 2 years of the Arab Spring, you don't see demonstrations against the occupation as you see in Syria. On the contrary, once I saw in one of the demonstrations in Daraa, in the southern part of Syria, a guy goes with a sign written by hand saying in Arabic, Yarret Israel ihtalatna. We wish that Israel will occupy us, means the Syrians.
The thing is, why can't Israel convince the Western media that they are mensch, that they are not oppressing the Palestinians? Why can't they get that message across?
Unfortunately, Israel is very bad PR. In my view, mainly because we don't have a media outlet, Israeli, like CNN of the Americans, like the BBC of the Brits, like the France 24 of the French, like many other international satellite channels which bring the word of every state to the whole world. Israel yet did not invest the little money which is needed in order to establish an English-speaking satellite channel which can be intercepted everywhere in the world. And when you don't exist in the media, maybe you don't exist at all. So to delegitimize Israel, it's very easy because Israel actually is not seen, especially by the media. It has a large influence. And to this, the fact that Israel has no outlet to pose its standpoint, the facts about what happens in the Middle East, and this we pay the price in this delegitimization, which is so easy to do.
Has the two-state solution, is a two-state solution a realistic goal now?
It was never, and it will never be. Mainly because the failure of the Palestinian project to create a Palestinian people. There is not such a people. Hamas in Gaza divided the Palestinian Authority, and this divorce is permanent. Nothing will combine the West Bank and Gaza again. And Gaza is a state.
So what is...
Listen, and even the clans or the tribes in the West Bank do not get married with each other. People men from Hebron cannot marry women or girls from Shechem, Nablus. They are fragmented. They never succeeded to unify those tribes to one people, to one nation. This is why they hate each other, they fight each other.
So what is the next solution?
The only solution is to create 8 Palestinian states, 8. One in Gaza already exists. one in Ramallah, for the tribes of Ramallah, one Jericho, one in Nablus, one in Jenin, another one in Tulkarem, another one in Kalkilia, and the Arab part of Hebron. These will be small states, but nobody will suffer from claustrophobia, just as people in Monaco and Andorra and San Marino.
Is this going to be a realistic goal?
This is the only realistic solution which can be found, because if you see what happens in the Arab world, you see that the only group of stable states are the Gulf Emirates, because every one of them is one single tribe.
And is the Israeli government, have they got this agenda to put on the table?
They are afraid from the Americans, because the Americans wouldn't like to have such a situation. And the Israeli government, and I know it from within, doesn't take this solution because they don't know how to sell it to the Americans. Lieberman knows about this, he believes in it. But I think that with the years, even the Israelis and the Americans will realize that this is the only feasible solution.
Is the European Union aware of this?
Those who surf in the internet and they go to a website named PalestinianEmirates.com, I highly recommend to get into this website and to read it, because this website actually describes this solution as the only solution which can be implemented and succeed on the ground.
So I know time is pressing now. Can you try and paint an optimistic picture for viewers of this video?
Start with the fact that I'm a compulsive optimistic. When I see the mayhem in the Arab world, when I see to what depths of problems they sink, the only thing which I conclude is that Israel is, we Israelis says, a villa in the jungle. And as you know, the jungle is not a jungle because of the trees and not because of the animals. A jungle is a jungle because the animals are eating each other.
Okay, all right, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.